16 News at 9 starts now.
Under the arrest for the murder of Linda. You understand that?
We got you.
We got you.
Breaking news tonight. We are getting our first glimpse into what led troopers to arrest the woman now convicted in the murder of a former Arkansas state senator. A Pulaski County judge ordered Arkansas State Police to release most of the file on the murder of Linda Collins Smith after a lawsuit filed by Fox 16 and other media outlets earlier this year. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for Fox 16 News. I'm Kevin Keller.
I'm Donna Terrell. Collins was found dead at her home in Randolph County. This was in June 2019. Rebecca O'Donnell was arrested for her murder and is now in prison. Fox 16's Mitch McCoy has been following this case since day one. He's in studio with us tonight with what we're learning so far. Mitch.
Donna, Kevin, good evening to you both. It's been reported previously that the motive for murder centers around money. A large portion of the file, which has been released, is thousands of pages. We continue to go through it tonight. We begin with the 911 call, though. But a warning, parts of this story may be difficult for some viewers.
We've been trying to find her for the last few days, almost a week, and we've not heard from her.
Linda Collins Smith's adult son is the person who first alerted authorities back in June of 2019.
We came to do a wellness check at her house. I think I found a body.
The home of the former state senator quickly turned into a crime scene after finding her stabbed to death. A report shows investigators found blood in the kitchen and Clorox. Investigators note the bottle had what appeared to be suspected smeared blood on the top of the nozzle. Shortly after the body was found, state police interviewed Collins Smith's friend and former campaign aide Rebecca O'Donnell, who claimed the two had been arguing over someone not returning text messages quick enough.
When I left, she was mad at me. So.
She was mad at you? Why was she mad at you?
That's why I didn't think anything about her not talking to me this week, because she's done that before.
Well, Becky, why would she be mad at you?
Because she didn't like us. I always told Linda like it was.
The interview lasted more than an hour.
Did Linda have enemies? I mean, she's a senator. I mean, surely she'd tick some people off.
Oh, I'm sure she ticked people off every day. She ticked me off.
Troopers were able to retrieve Collins Smith's home security footage, which captures a woman screaming and then this. O'Donnell putting a large knife in a purse. Detectives say she took Collins Smith's cameras, but forgot to delete some of the video. Hours after the murder, this nighttime video outside Collins Smith's home captures someone hiding under a white sheet, going back inside. Days later, and en route to the former state senator's visitation, O'Donnell is taken into custody.
You're under the arrest for the murder of Linda. You understand that?
We got you.
We got you.
We got video of you.
You didn't erase them all.
We got you.
She's pled guilty and is serving 50 years in prison. O'Donnell is in a state prison, but in interstate compact, meaning she's in another state and her location cannot be made public. Back to the original motive. Detectives suggest it comes down to money. Affidavits show O'Donnell forged the signature of Collins Smith numerous times while filling out checks. She's also convicted in a murder-for-hire plot. Documents show she tried to hire inmates to kill the judge, prosecutor, and Collins Smith's former husband. Back to you.
Also breaking news tonight, North Little Rock police are investigating a homicide. What we know so far is that it happened on East Washington Avenue. Police have not released any information on the victim or how that person was killed. We will keep you updated on the latest details on fox16.com and the Fox 16 News app.
Turning now to a Fox 16 crime alert. With just 2 weeks left in 2021, the city of Little Rock marks its deadliest year in nearly 3 decades. Last night, the deadly shooting of a 63-year-old man on Woodrow Street pushed the city to 61 homicides this year. That's 6 more than last year and 2 times more than 2015. In 1993, there were 70 people killed, and that's according to Little Rock Police. We did speak with community leaders who have been working to stop the violence in the city since 1994. And they say the only way we're really going to start seeing a change is when the community learns to love again. A lot of the most recent crimes have involved young people, including a 14-year-old who was allegedly killed by a 13-year-old. Robert Holt and Stephen Christian say kids need mentors and need to know someone cares about them. That's when they believe the violence will stop.
More than just coming over and saying, hey, what can I do to help you? It's a consistency of that. It's a consistency of letting them know, I am here for you. I am here to love you.
Holt and Christian are working with other organizations and starting mentorship programs around the city. If you would like to get involved, we have information for you on our website, fox16.com.
And another way you can get involved with reducing violence in our community, submitting proposals to the mayor's office. The Little Rock Board of Directors has set aside $1.5 million from the American Rescue Plan to fund violence intervention programs. The plans are aimed toward neighborhood safety projects and community violence reduction programs. You can submit your proposal now to the Department of Community Programs. The deadline, by the way, is 3 p.m. on December 7th. 27th, excuse me. Sorry about that. It should be the 27th. And we here at Fox 16 will not give up on our goal to declare victory over violence, but we do need your help. We will take everyone coming together. It's going to take everyone coming together to stop those violent outbreaks. So just scan this QR code to be taken to our website to learn more about what you can do to help us declare victory over violence in all of our communities.
New at 9, a woman is alive today because 3 Arkansas teens pulled her out of a burning car.
Their quick actions happening on the side of a Camden highway. Our Andrew Epperson is live in studio. Andrew, so how did all of this unfold?
Pretty incredible story. I spoke with the 3 teens who saved the woman's life Monday. They don't see themselves as heroes, but many of you may disagree. You're driving down the road and you see this. How do you react?
What was going through your mind when you saw the car?
Well,
for these 3 Camden teens,
I knew that we had to go back and help them. You know, we had to do the right thing.
The answer's that simple.
So we turned around real quick and we went back over there. And then that's when we started trying to get her out.
Hayden Bussell, Remy Harper, and Shelby Price took Highway 7 to school Monday morning when they noticed a wrecked car on the side of the road, engine smoking.
We started trying to open up every door. Well, all of them was locked.
The woman inside, alive but trapped, couldn't move.
Every moment that we were standing there, we were losing.
The kids smashed the windows and pulled the woman out.
It didn't take but maybe 10 minutes?
15 at the most.
Before flames engulfed the car, they saved her life.
It was one of those things where you're like, I don't understand how she lived through it.
Nobody will ever drive this car again, the damage still littering the road. But it could have been much worse if these young heroes didn't stop.
Wow, God's timing is great. Like, that is so amazing.
Remy Harper's mother says she's been talking with the woman's family. The latest update, she's still at UAMS, stable, but with a long road to recovery. Live in studio, Andrew Epperson, Fox 16 News.
And the Fox 16 News update now with thousands still without power in Kentucky and more than 100 people still unaccounted for. That state has a long road to recovery.
In the meantime, neighbors, volunteers, and National Guardsmen are stepping in to help clean up the mess and take care of Kentuckians. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera now with the latest.
The focus right now is restoring the power grid and getting food, water, and shelter to those in need. Everywhere you look, signs of devastation in Mayfield. The tiny town turned upside down after taking a direct hit.
This was a restaurant right here. And as you can see, there's nothing left of it.
You're still kind of in the state of, how do we even start? Where do we go from here?
Utility crews are working around the clock to clear streets and get the power back on, but it's a daunting task.
Mayfield's electric, that is just, it doesn't exist. So that will take weeks and months to rebuild.
All over western Kentucky, people are rallying to help out their neighbors. This church in nearby Wingo taking in more than 100 people who have nowhere else to go.
They've been really helpful, clothing us, feeding us, able to take showers.
A fund set up by the state has collected more than $6 million in donations to help with recovery. Volunteers are pouring in from all over the country to help in any way they can.
I did not call a single person. These people showed up. They showed up.
You get down sometimes and you think that people were more divided than we are, but we are not. There is a common bond. People are good.
The Red Cross is also raising money to help people in Mayfield. There's a critical need for blood donations as well. Reporting in Mayfield, Kentucky, Malda Rivera, Fox News.
Well, tomorrow, FEMA teams will head out to begin assessing tornado damage in Arkansas towns. Today, Governor Asa Hutchinson said more than 300 structures were damaged during last Friday's storms. That number includes agricultural damage as well. While he has authorized the use of state emergency response funds for impacted communities, the governor is also looking to get more assistance from the federal government.
If there's anything that is needed, we're there to respond to that. We have shelters in place. We have our voluntary organizations that are working with the needs of people, but it's certainly a devastated area in terms of property loss, as well as 2 losses of life.
To qualify for help from FEMA, the state must have between $4 and $5 million in uninsured losses.
And the mayor of Monette says his team prepared as much as they could before Friday night's disaster. In the storm's aftermath, everyone is helping with cleanup efforts. Mayor Bob Blankenship says everyone in Monette Manor, that's the nursing home that was heavily damaged, have been taken care of.
People as far away as 40 and 50 miles away come and bring food, bring water, bring clothing, bring blankets, the churches, and it's just amazing to see that.
Well, schools will meet this week to plan on how they will go forward for those in the area who are still without power. And if you'd like to help those across the Mid-South who were affected by the storms, here's how you can pitch in. Fox 16 is partnering with the Red Cross to raise disaster relief funds. All you need to do to get started is take out your phone and scan the code that you see right there on the screen. Online donation amounts begin as low as just $10. And every little bit helps for those who have been affected by these storms.
You may want to avoid buying your friends and loved ones gift cards this holiday season.
What scammers are now doing to steal your cash, and why the FBI is warning shoppers to be on high alert.
And pretty warm temperatures by mid-December standards, up into the 60s, even some 70s across parts of South Arkansas today. And guess what? Even warmer in some spots for tomorrow. But some increasing rain chances. That's all ahead in your forecast coming up.
You're watching Fox 16 News at 9.